Hello everyone, I'm Amity Sensei. Today, let's explore Procreate Dreams. There are 3 types of animations I want to show you. First is flipbook animation. This is a frame-by-frame style animation, originally built into Procreate as an animation feature. Second is keyframes. Keyframes work similarly to animation in After Effects, enabling actions to occur between 2 points in time. Performing is a unique feature in Procreate Dreams that feels like magic. Simply trace with the Apple Pencil to make things move in sync. It's a feature everyone has been waiting for. All 3 animation types are built into Procreate Dreams, and understanding their differences is key. They'll be introduced today, so stay tuned until the end. Let's start with the home screen called Theater. After entering the screen, tap the Add button to begin. Scroll down to choose a format, including square, vertical, SNS format, and more. For a 16:9 ratio, widescreen is the best option. This time from screen size, tap Empty to get started. The upper part is the canvas and the lower part is the timeline. These 5 buttons will be used frequently. First, tap the Add button and select Content Track. The timeline will appear, though it may be hard to see at this point. This is where to draw pictures. To draw, tap this Draw and Paint icon. The drawing will also be reflected in the timeline below. The Movie Settings panel will open from the currently labeled Dream 5. Tap to access various settings. In Properties, you'll find frames per second, with options like 24 or 12. For a flipbook-style animation, around 12 FPS is ideal. 60 or 120 frames per second creates extremely smooth and fast movies. Let's set it to 12 for clarity in this tutorial. Tap Done. To animate illustrations, use Flipbook, Keyframe, and Performing. Let's explore the frame-by-frame style, Flipbook. When drawing, drag this line down to activate Flipbook. This is where to create frame-by-frame animations. Tap the X and the timeline will appear below. Drag the handle all the way to the bottom for easier drawing, then start with a simple picture. When you tap brushes, there are various options just like the original Procreate app. There are textured brushes, cute brushes like dry ink, which I personally like. And there's also the blur. Additionally, you have layers. It will be covered later, but the drawing experience is almost the same as Procreate. For now, use dry ink to draw an apple. To invoke the eyedropper, tap and hold with your finger. Once the eyedropper appears, drag and release to select the same color. Now the apple is finished. Let's turn this into a flipbook animation. To keep it continuous, touch here and tap the Add icon. A new frame appears, making it easy to continue drawing. Displaying the onion skin feature helps refine the drawing. The onion skin is in the timeline section. Tap the timecode here, and the onion skin appears, revealing the previous frame like a shadow. Let's edit this while drawing, but first, duplicate the frame. To duplicate, tap and hold, then select Duplicate. Now change the shape. Make it look like someone took a bite out of the apple. Can you see how it looks in the timeline? Play it back to see the animation of the apple being gradually bitten. This kind of effect is difficult to create with keyframes or performing, so Flipbook works better when each frame needs to be drawn individually. Now, let's group this bundle of overlapping frames. To edit the timeline, switch to the timeline edit from here. In this state, tracing over with the pen allows multiple selection. Do it once again. Leave the first part unselected. Now tap and hold, then the group option appears. Select group. Tap it to create one group. It looks like this now. Let's place this at the back. Now it looks like this. Let's select both. To select both, circle them together and tap group. Now it has turned into one continuous movie like this. It's now a single track. But let's move it as a whole. The motion will flow from here to here. When creating motions from one point to another, keyframes or performing work better. Let's explore keyframes. To change position, drag the playhead to the beginning and tap the icon. Tap Move and select Move and Scale. Move the apple to instruct the position to start. Slide the playhead to the point where the apple starts to get bitten. The indicator is currently here. Set a keyframe so it comes to the center. Drag the apple to the center to set the position. Position it so that it aligns perfectly with the center. Now, keyframes have been set here and here. The apple will animate between these points. Let's play it back. It moves like this. Now, let's add rotation. Tapping the keyframe icon opens various options. Let's add a rotation motion when the apple reaches the center. Set a 360-degree rotation here. Play it back. Isn't that cute? This is how it works. By the way, if you open Group from the down arrow, pictures appear, and you can touch here, and this below as well. This keyframe track can also be touched, where you can set easing. There are ease in, ease out, and other options. The motion becomes smoother. For example, setting ease out makes the motion enter quickly and then slow to a pause. This is how Flipbook and keyframes work. Now let's explore performing. To create a new canvas, add content track. Tap Draw and paint and draw from here. Performing will start from here. This is the Perform button. This is a completely new concept compared to Flipbook or keyframe. Actions are created directly using the Apple Pencil. Give it a try. Tap the Perform button. This will record the action. In recording mode, tap and drag the content with your Apple Pencil to create motion. Try it out. Move it like this. Can you see the bottom part moving? This is being recorded. Stop it. Now many keyframes have been automatically generated. See how it looks? It reproduces the movement traced with the Apple Pencil. This is too long, so let's shorten it. To edit, tap the playhead to open the Edit menu. Tap Split and then tap Delete Content to cut off the back part. Various actions can be applied, not just motions. Tap the Perform button again and tap the playhead. There are various actions to choose from. There's a filter feature as well. Let's try live filters. There's a filter type called HSB, so tap it. Record while adjusting the slider to change the color. Let's start. Keep changing till the end. Done. Tap the Stop button. Let's play it back. See how the colors change as they follow the motion created earlier with the Apple Pencil. Both the motion and color have changed. Let's try one more thing. From Live Filters, tap and select Gaussian Blur. Gaussian Blur can also be applied. If you're familiar with Procreate, you'll recognize it. Let's apply Gaussian Blur. Blur and unblur. By doing this, Gaussian blur is applied based on the Apple Pencil movements. This is what makes performing so amazing. There's no need to manually set keyframes. These effects are applied automatically. That's the great thing about performing. The operation might be a bit tricky at first, but it gets easier with practice. Tap the Perform button to start. Make sure to tap the Stop button when you finish. Now let's create something using performing. This is the time code. This is where the onion skin was adjusted earlier. Tapping the time code also opens the background color option, so let's choose a dark color this time. Let's transform the size. From the playhead, tap Move, and select Move and Scale to rotate. Rotate it, shrink the size, and place it in the starting position. Open Drawing Layers. Tap the Add button to create a new layer. Use a soft brush. Finished. Next, move on to performing. First, tap the Perform button and adjust the anchor. Tap the three dots and select Edit Anchor, then place the anchor in the middle to make the ghost spin around. This position should be good. Let's place the anchor. Rotate the ghost in this state. Let's play it. Stop recording. Can you see how it's moving? Great! With these steps, you can create cute animations like this. Let's edit it. Cut and delete content using Split. The keyframes can also be adjusted or moved from the keyframe track later. Let's play it back. When playing, only the displayed area will play. It will only play this range. For example, if you zoom in on a specific part, only that range will play. To play a specific part, just zoom in on that section and it will loop continuously. Let's change the color. Just like before, tap Perform and tap the playhead. Then from Live Filters, select HSB. Adjust the sliders to change the color. See how the color changes? Currently, only one ghost is moving, but let's add another identical one. Tap the Timeline Edit button and touch the track. Tap Duplicate. Then the same track is connected behind the first track. Can you see it? Since the same track is connected from here, drag it up. Now they will play slightly out of sync. It may need a bit of adjustment. It might be better to offset it just slightly. This looks better. Let's shorten the upper one and the bottom one too. Select both tracks and group them together. Select Group. Same as before. Tap Group. Now the two ghosts have become one frame. Tapping the group downward arrow will reveal that there are still two inside. The tracks and contents are contained inside, but visually they merge into one timeline, making it easier to manage. Now, let's apply performing effects to the grouped objects. Let's create an effect where it gradually gets bigger. First, tap the Perform button once to cancel, and set the starting point. Set the initial size. Make it smaller. From here, create an effect that makes it gradually grow larger. Now, tap Perform. Let's start from here. Adjust the corner node to gradually enlarge the size. Enlarge the size little by little. It's getting bigger. Let's add a Gaussian blur. Tap Gaussian blur to apply a blur. Start from 0 and create an effect where only the end gets blurred. The blur will be applied from here. Done. Doesn't that look great? Let's play it back. It created a wonderful effect. Do you like it? The screen will switch to full screen mode with a 4-finger tap. How does it look, everyone? This is Procreate Dreams. Especially once you master performing. Effects can easily be applied by simply moving the Apple Pencil. The basics of flipbook and keyframes are also useful. So combining them with performing will lead to the best results. How did you find this lesson? Give it a try from today. That's a wrap on the Procreate Dreams walkthrough.
Before you go, let me ask you something. Haven't you ever wondered which iPad app is best for what you want to create? I get it. I've been there too. That's why I made an app. It's called Appfolio. In Appfolio, you can find tutorial videos based on your interests. You'll figure out the right apps along the way. There are categories like illustration, design, and 3D. You'll find over 100 tutorials anytime and for all skill levels. We add new tutorials every month. And of course, some of them are free. Don't spend your whole day searching for apps. Just find tutorials for what you want to create. That's what Appfolio is for. Check it out by scanning this QR code or using the link in the description. See you in the next one!